We are the children of water, born of the goddess. You filthy creatures, faithless, soulless, unclean. This world was never yours to keep. How dare you stand in the way of purity, little king?
Today we're very excited to finally share a first look at the game we've been working on, Project Windless. We started this journey a few years ago with one clear ambition: to create an open-world action RPG that feels unique through its world, its hero, and the challenges it presents to the player. In Project Windless, you're not just following a story, you're carving your own legend.
Project Windless is rooted in the Korean epic The Bird That Drinks Tears, an epic often called the Korean Lord of the Rings, and rightfully so, with its deep lore, cultures and races, and thousands of years of history. But we're not adapting the novels directly. We're going back 1,500 years before the events of the books to tell the origin story of the Hero King, the one who founded one of the most important kingdoms in the books, the Arajit Kingdom. This approach gives us the creative freedom to forge our own narrative while honoring the soul of this incredible universe with 4 distinct races with their own rich culture and strengths and tragic flaws. Like the Tokabi, tricksters with supernatural fire and magic who laugh in the face of death because they transcend it. The humans, strategic, social, ambitious, always struggling to shift the balance of power in their favor. The Naga, ruthless, brilliant, cold-blooded, with a desire to dominate over the world. And then we have the Rekon, fierce, nomadic warriors who live for a single purpose, a life wish. Warriors with incredible speed and strength and who can endure what would break lesser beings. It's the collision of these cultures, their conflicts, alliances, and betrayals that makes this world so compelling.
Rekons are nomadic fighters known for their immense strength and exceptional resilience, standing far above most enemies they encounter. These defining traits shape our approach to combat, driving the creation of a system that is brutal, visceral, and designed to make players truly feel the raw, overwhelming power of a Rekon in every fight. In Project Windless, you're often thrown in the middle of chaos, facing dozens, sometimes hundreds of enemies at once. Combat is built around mastery through adaptation. Whether you're dealing with swarm of foes or towering creatures, every encounter challenges you to read the battlefield, adjust your approach, and react in the moment. To make that fantasy real, we had to push the tech in new ways. That's where our mass entity AI comes in. It let us simulate hundreds, even thousands of characters in real time, turning every fight into a true spectacle. These are smart, reactive crowds that make combat unpredictable, challenging, and alive.
Project Windless is about the rise of a legend. In a world torn by war, players form alliances, lead armies, and leave a lasting mark on history. Building a game in such a rich and distinctive fantasy world is an incredible opportunity for our team, and we're very excited to continue sharing this journey with you.
몰입감 있게 구현하는데 모든 열정을 쏟고 있습니다. 우리의 목표는 명확합니다. 기존 판타지의 틀을 깨고 상상 그 이상의 새로운 감각을 선사하는 것입니다. 프로젝트 윈들리스는 한국적 뿌리를 둔 동아시아 판타지를 바탕으로 시작했지만 우리는 이를 글로벌 판타지 문법과 새로운 방식으로 조합하여 익숙함 속에서도 극도의 신선함을 찾아냈습니다. 원작에 대한 고증과 창의적 해석이 담긴 독특한 생태계, 구름 위를 떠다니는 거대한 하늘지처럼 낯설고도 아름다운 풍경들은 기존 판타지와는 확실히 다른 특별한 여정이 될 거라고 생각합니다.
One of the core philosophies for us is freedom. We're not trying to hold your hand or tell you what to do next. Instead, we want you to shape your own journey in an organic way by exploring, forging alliances, or just getting lost in the world. Almost every content is optional. The game is about giving you that agency and rewarding your curiosity.
What have I done wrong?
When the unknown yellow flowers bloom, the season of her death returns. I could not realize at first what was coming for me, what would happen to me. Their memories fit this nightmare will haunt me for eternity. Heartless beings like yourselves could never know my agony, my torment when she mourned before my eyes. Body torn into pieces. So do not weep.
Project Windless is an upcoming single-player, open-world, action role-playing game developed by Krafton Montréal studio and published by Krafton, first officially revealed during Sony's State of Play showcase in February 2026. The title is a premium AAA experience, built as an adaptation of the acclaimed Korean fantasy novel series The Bird That Drinks Tears by Lee Young-do, though its narrative is not a direct retelling of the books, but instead takes place approximately 1500 years before the original story, in a mythic age of strife and legend, designed to serve both as an accessible entry point for newcomers and an expansive exploration of the source material's deep lore. Set in a vast, dynamic fantasy continent, populated by 4 intelligent races, the towering bird-like Rekon warriors, the cunning Nahaga, humans, and the magical Tokebi, Project Windless casts players as the Hero King, a mighty and legendary Rekon figure whose actions help shape the foundation of a nascent kingdom amid political division, clan conflicts, and sweeping war. This protagonist, physically imposing and armed with twin star-forged blades, embodies the game's emphasis on visceral, mastery-driven melee combat that pits players against hordes of foes and massive creatures in real-time battles that leverage innovative mass technology to simulate dynamic engagements where enemies flank, respond, and adapt, blending scale with battlefield intelligence rather than superficial spectacle. The world design is structured as a non-linear, open environment with minimal hand-holding, allowing players to forge their own path through exploration, faction interactions, alliance formation, and strategic decision-making that can affect the broader landscape of conflict and narrative outcomes, while combat itself combines elements of traditional action RPG mechanics with Eastern aesthetic influences and fluid, responsive action that evokes comparisons to large-scale confrontations seen in games that balance solo prowess with crowd engagement. Now you can enjoy a few screenshots without any interruption. Enjoy!